Colosseum, Rome. It is a large outdoor stadium located in the center of Rome. It began to be built during the reign of the Roman Emperor Vespasian, and completed during the reign of Emperor Titus in the 1st century AD. The amphitheater was a circular amphitheater made of bricks and sandstone, measuring approximately 527 meters in circumference and 57 meters in height, with a capacity for approximately 50,000 spectators. It was cleverly designed to create an oval-shaped stadium to make the audience feel closer to the athletes, and designed a drainage system to prevent flooding in the field during the rain. Considered the prototype of various stadiums today, it took about 10 years to build. On July 7, 2007, the Colosseum was selected as one of the new 7 wonders of the world. From voting all over the world, both over the internet and via mobile phone. Pompeii was an ancient city located in what is now the commune of Pompeii near Naples in the Campania region of Italy. Pompeii, along with Herculaneum and many villas in the surrounding area, e.g. at Boscorial, Stabii, was buried under 4 to 6 m, 13 to 20 feet, of volcanic ash and pumice in the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. Pompeii is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Italy, with approximately 2.5 million visitors annually. After many excavations prior to 1960 that had uncovered most of the city but left it in decay, further major excavations were banned or limited to targeted, prioritized areas. In 2018, these led to new discoveries in some previously unexplored areas of the city. Leaning Tower of Pisa, or simply, the Tower of Pisa, Torre di Pisa, Torre di Pisa, Pisa, is the campanile, or freestanding bell tower, of Pisa Cathedral. It is known for its nearly 4-degree lean, the result of an unstable foundation. The tower is one of 3 structures in the Pisa's Cathedral Square, Piazza del Duomo, which includes the cathedral and Pisa Baptistry. The height of the tower is 55.86 meters, 183 feet 3 inches, from the ground on the low side, and 56.67 meters, 185 feet 11 inches, on the high side. The width of the walls at the base is 2.44 meters, 8 feet 0 inches. Its weight is estimated at 14,500 tons, 16,000 short tons. 2. The tower has 296 or 294 steps. The 7th floor has 2 fewer steps on the north-facing staircase. The tower began to lean during construction in the 12th century, due to soft ground which could not properly support the structure's weight. It worsened through the completion of construction in the 14th century. By 1990, the tilt had reached 5.5 degrees. The structure was stabilized by remedial work between 1993 and 2001, which reduced the tilt to 3.97 degrees. Lake Como. A gorgeous spot that's a convenient day trip from Milan. Lake Como recently earned fame as home to Hollywood star George Clooney. But celeb spotting aside, it's known for jaw-dropping natural beauty, elegant old villas, and the scenic towns surrounding the lake. Check out Varenna, Bellagio, and Menaggio, which offer great views, historic churches, and water-based activities such as ferries and passenger-only boats. Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Coast is an idyllic 30-mile stretch of coastal dreaminess on the southern edge of Italy's Sorrentine Peninsula that's prized for its dramatic landscape, delicious cuisine, and colorful fishing villages, each seemingly more lovely than the last. While all the seaside towns offer something unique and special, travelers can bet on spellbinding scenery. Think towering cliffs, sheltered coves, vineyards, lemon groves, and cerulean waters across the region. The accessibility factor means visitors are able to hit a few stunning spots in a single trip. Florence Duomo. Santa Maria del Fiore is the Cathedral of Florence, Italy. It was begun in 1296 in the Gothic style to a design of Arnolfo di Cambio and was structurally completed by 1436, with the dome engineered by Filippo Brunelleschi. 1. The exterior of the basilica is faced with polychrome marble panels in various shades of green and pink, bordered by white, and has an elaborate 19th-century Gothic revival facade by Emilio de Fabris. The cathedral complex, in Piazza del Duomo, includes the baptistry and Giotto's campanile. These 3 buildings are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site covering the historic center of Florence and are a major tourist attraction of Tuscany. The basilica is one of Italy's largest churches, and until the development of new structural materials in the modern era, the dome was the largest in the world. It remains the largest brick dome ever constructed. The Trevi Fountain, Rome. The Fontana di Trevi, or the Trevi Fountain, is perhaps the most famous fountain in the world and definitely in Rome. The Baroque fountain on the Piazza di Trevi Square was initially designed by Bernini for Pope Clemens XII. However, it was not built until 50 years later after a, less expensive, redesign by the architect Nicola Salvi. Construction lasted from 1732 to 1762. The fountain's fame is in part the result of the many films that featured the Trevi Fountain, including La Dolce Vita, Angels and Demons, the Lizzie McGuire movie and Roman Holiday. The almost 30-meter-high Trevi Fountain was built against the back of the Palazzo Pali building. In the center underneath the arch stands the statue of the nautical god Neptune, being pulled to the sea on his shell-shaped chariot pulled by two winged horses and tritons, young gods of the sea. One of the horses is calm and obedient, the other is boisterous. They symbolize the changing tides of the sea. The two statues in the niches, made by Filippo della Valle, next to Neptune represent abundance to the left and health to the right. The name La Fontana di Trevi is derived from Tre Via, or three roads. 3 roads used to come together at the site of the fountain. The Blue Grotto, Capri. Hop aboard a wooden rowboat, lay back, and let yourself be carried through a tiny stone portal to another world by your able skipper, who navigates seamlessly under the meter-high cave mouth. Inside, pass from complete darkness into a sparkling cavern, lit by azure blue light, while the sounds of ancient Neapolitan song echo along the stone walls. You are in the Blue Grotto. These photos have not been retouched. Inside, the water is exactly as you see here, a crystalline blue with silver reflections. Less than floating on water, you feel as if you are suspended in the heavens. At least once in your lifetime, you should experience this marvel of nature and see firsthand why the Grotta Azzurra is the most famous site on Capri Island. The Vatican City. Overlooking Rome's historic center is the Vatican, the world's smallest sovereign state. It boasts some of Italy's most famous artworks, many housed in the massive Vatican Museums, home of the Sistine Chapel, as well as a slew of fine eateries and souvenir stores and the famed St. Peter's Basilica. Most pilgrims flock to the Vatican during significant times of the liturgical year, such as Christmas or Easter. The Vatican Museums span 1,400 rooms and house relics and works of art dating back over 3,000 years. Visit St. Peter's Basilica, the largest church in the world. Explore the Vatican Gardens that occupy half of the Vatican City. It includes fountains, a cactus garden, and historical buildings. Cinque Terre. The Italian Riviera is not short of rugged coastline or romantic towns and villages, but the 5 fishing communities of the Cinque Terre are its most iconic highlight. Tucked away in a particularly mountainous kink at the eastern end of the Italian Riviera, the villages of the Cinque Terre, pronounced Cinque Terre, with a rolled R sound, were shaped by their profound isolation. Set amid some of the most dramatic coastal scenery on the planet, these beautiful, colorful towns can bolster the most jaded of spirits. Sinuous paths traversed seemingly impregnable cliff sides, and a 19th-century railway line that's cut through a series of coastal tunnels moves people from village to village. Cars have been banned within the villages for more